What is semantics in child language acquisition? Imagine a child playing with blocks and suddenly saying dog while pointing to a picture of a Labrador. That moment shows how children start to understand what words mean. Semantics is all about how children learn the meanings of words and how those meanings connect to ideas and objects around them. It's a key part of how they begin to communicate and understand language. From the very first words, children begin to link words to objects, actions, and feelings. For example, they might learn that milk refers to their drink or that hug means a kind of touch. As they grow, their understanding deepens to include categories like animals or colors, relationships like mine or yours, and even abstract ideas like happiness or size. This process starts before children say their first words and continues as they develop more language skills. Children tend to follow certain patterns when learning semantics. They often assume that a new word refers to an entire object rather than just a part of it. For example, if they hear ball, they think of the whole round object, not just a part of it. They also learn to group words into categories, like nouns for objects, verbs for actions, and adjectives for descriptions. Understanding how words relate is another important step. Kids learn that in and on describe spatial relations, or that cry and laugh show different emotions. This growth in understanding is closely tied to brain development. As children are exposed to language in social settings, their brains build connections that help them process sounds and link them to meanings. One helpful idea is called semantic bootstrapping. It suggests children use their understanding of what words mean to figure out how sentences are put together. For example, knowing that dog is an object helps them see that it's probably a noun. Supporting semantic growth involves talking to children often, naming objects, describing what they do, and explaining how things relate all help. Asking questions, encouraging children to answer, and helping them categorize items also boost their understanding. This foundation of word meanings and connections is essential for children to communicate clearly and later read and write effectively. In simple terms, semantics in child language acquisition is how children learn what words mean and how those meanings connect. It helps them understand and use language to share ideas, express feelings, and follow directions. This process is a big part of how their brains grow and develop communication skills. As children learn, they build a mental map of words and meanings that supports all their future language learning and social interactions.